Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. The Nevada Public Utilities Commission has approved the first phase of Utilities Incorporated of Central Nevada's plan for remediating the environmental problems at the former Willow Creek Golf Course. UICN was recently given possession of 15 of the 16 parcels on the former Willow Creek Golf Course in bankruptcy court. The plan calls for UICN to build a new 5-acre receiving pond constructed next to the existing receiving pond that will tie into the existing influent. They also plan to make a natural park-like walking path through the area with community involvement. Affluent! Sorry. Go for it! Effluent?
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. The Nevada Public Utilities Commission has approved the first phase of Utilities Incorporated of Central Nevada's plan for remediating the environmental problems at the former Willow Creek Golf Course. UICN was recently given possession of 15 of the 16 parcels on the former Willow Creek Golf Course in bankruptcy court. The plan calls for UICN to build a new 5-acre receiving pond constructed next to the existing receiving pond that will tie into the existing effluent. They also plan to make a natural park-like walking path through the area with community involvement. Well, the Bureau of Land Management would like to remind the public that it is illegal to remove archaeological artifacts from public lands. Artifacts are most often thought of as prehistoric items such as arrowheads, grinding stones, and artistically modified stones, but artifacts are also historic. They are the remains of American history across the landscape. Historic artifacts can range from old gun casings to railroad ties, glass bottles and fragments to mining tools and equipment, horse tacked to enamelware bowls, tools and farming gear, and any form of household goods. If you find an artifact, please admire it, take a picture, enjoy the location where you found it, but please leave it there. Well, folks, here's Deanna O'Donnell with your entertainment this week.
40-year-old Fast and Furious star Paul Walker initially survived a horrific car crash, but died moments later due to a combination of injuries from the impact and the resulting fire, according to a coroner's report. The one-page preliminary report released today by the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office listed the cause of the actor's death as a combined effects of traumatic and thermal injuries. An autopsy concluded that his friend, 38-year-old Roger Rodas, who was driving the red Porsche Carrera GT, suffered multiple traumatic injuries, but there is no mention in the report of fire being a factor in his death. The coroner confirmed what many witnesses told investigators. Rodas was the driver in the crash. Walker was the passenger of the high-performance Porsche that clipped a light pole and a tree before erupting into flames on a street in the Valencia, California Rye Canyon Industrial Park. The deaths were officially ruled an accident by the coroner. A toxicology report, which could show signs of drugs or alcohol and see if it played a role in the accident, will be available in 6 to 8 weeks. Bill Beckwith, whose regular appearances as a carpenter on the HGTV home improvement show Curb Appeal attracted legions of fans, has died in a motorcycle crash in San Francisco. He was 38 years old. Beckwith was killed Monday night when his motorcycle collided with a vehicle in San Francisco's Lower Haight neighborhood. Beckwith co-hosted Curb Appeal with John Gidding, Chip Wade, and Kimberly Lacey. Each episode of the program, which is now out of production, made over the exterior of a house. Actor Ryan O'Neal told a jury Monday that he is the rightful owner of an Andy Warhol celebrity portrait that hangs over his bed. It is of the woman he considers the love of his life, Charlie's Angels star Farrah Fawcett. Fawcett, who died of cancer in 2009, bequeathed her art collection to her alma mater, the University of Texas at Austin. The university is accusing O'Neal of stealing away with its Warhol. The 72-year-old actor said the painting is his and admitted to taking the portrait, a striking black and white print with ruby red lips and turquoise eyes, from a wall outside the bedroom of Fawcett's Wilshire Boulevard condominium about a week after her death on June 25, 2009. The portrait now hangs over O'Neal's bed at his Malibu Beach house, just as it did from 1980 until 1998. The jurors will continue to hear testimony this week from witnesses to determine the permanent home of the famous painting. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your entertainment this week.
And here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Wednesday, December 4th. I'm Angela Miles. Union workers' time on assembly lines is paying off for car companies. Auto sales jumped 3.6%. Chrysler was the biggest winner with a 16% pop, followed by GM at 13.7%, Ford at 7%, and Toyota at 10%. The UAW is considering its first union dues hike in more than 40 years. Sources tell Reuters a full-time auto worker would see monthly dues climb to $70.32 per month, up from the current $56.25. The UAW is the country's richest union with $1.2 billion in assets, but membership has dropped by 30% since 2005. Fast food workers will take to the streets Thursday in another push for higher wages. The one-day walk-off in 100 cities is part of an ongoing campaign to raise hourly wages to $15. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, keep it here because we're going to have your weather coming up after this break, and we'll also have information about the freeze. So keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Wednesday, December 4th. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 45 degrees, an average temperature around this time of year of 58 degrees. Winds were coming from the north-northeast at 7 miles per hour with gusts up to 17 miles per hour. The UV index today was 3, which is moderate. Humidity was at 28%. Sunrise is at 6:39 a.m. and the record low in 1939 was 76 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 19 degrees, an average temperature around this time of year of 40 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 49%. Sunset was at 4:29 p.m. and the record low in 1948 was 24 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 41 degrees and a low of 18 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 7 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 33%. Sunrise will be at 6:40 a.m. and the UV index will be 3, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, we have a mostly sunny week with a chance of showers on Saturday. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the low 40s to the low 50s, and your low temperatures will be ranging from 16 degrees to the mid-20s. Also, there is a frost warning in effect this evening. Be sure to drive carefully and stay safe.
And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we wish you a safe night, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.